Cape Peninsula and the broader Western Cape Province are currently grappling with the aftermath of one of the most destructive weather events in recent history. Over the period of May 10th to May 13th, 2026, a relentless double-front weather system, a convergence of two powerful cold fronts and a stalling cut-off low-pressure cell, pummeled the region with torrential rains and gale-force winds exceeding 100 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, the scale of the destruction has prompted a national disaster declaration, as authorities struggle to manage the humanitarian crisis affecting tens of thousands of residents. The sheer force of the storm has tragically resulted in at least 3 confirmed fatalities across the province. A motorist was killed when a massive tree was uprooted by gale-force winds, crushing their vehicle. A second death was reported involving a falling tree during the height of the wind gusts. A tragic drowning occurred as localized flash flooding overwhelmed low-lying areas. In addition to the loss of life, emergency services have treated numerous injuries related to structural collapses. In Wynberg, a pregnant woman narrowly escaped serious injury when the roof and an interior wall of her home collapsed under the wind pressure. While the entire metro felt the impact, the city's informal settlements have borne the brunt of the flooding. The City of Cape Town's Disaster Risk Management Center confirmed that more than 26 informal settlements have been severely affected. In areas like Lwandle, Gordons Bay, and Langrug, Franschhoek, water levels rose to waist height within hours, destroying furniture, electronics, and personal belongings. Humanitarian organizations like Gift of the Givers have been on the front lines, providing thousands of hot meals, blankets, and waterproof mattresses to families who have lost everything. The combination of saturated soil and high winds led to a cascade of failure for city infrastructure. Wind speeds reaching up to 100 kilometers per hour tore roofs off formal houses in Mitchell's Plain, Hanover Park, and Lavender Hill. In the suburbs, mature trees were uprooted, many falling onto power lines or blocking major arterial roads. Widespread electricity outages hit Claremont, Gugulethu, and Wynberg as electrical pylons were damaged by falling debris. Additionally, several areas reported water outages due to pipe bursts caused by shifting soil and uprooted trees. The Western Cape's road network faced unprecedented disruptions. Chapman's Peak Drive and O'Caps Weg were closed due to dangerous rockfalls and mudslides. The N1 highway between Worcester and Cape Town saw significant closures as debris from the mountains blocked the pass. Vigiesgrail Canal in Belgravia exceeded its capacity, overflowing into surrounding residential streets. In an unprecedented move, the Western Cape Department of Education ordered the closure of all schools across the province on Tuesday, May 12, 2026. This decision was made to ensure the safety of over 1 million learners and teachers as roads became impassable and many school buildings suffered flooding. David Manier, the Western Cape Mech for Education, stated, "The safety of our children is paramount. Given the level 8 warning and the intensity of the rainfall, keeping schools open would have placed lives at unnecessary risk." Schools were expected to begin reopening on Wednesday, May 13th, as the weather finally began to clear. Meteorologists from the South African Weather Service, SAWS, explained that the severity was due to the stacking of weather systems. Typically, a cold front passes through the Cape in 24 hours. However, this system was followed immediately by a second front that locked into place, dumping 100 millimeters to 200 millimeters of rain in some areas over a 48-hour window, roughly equivalent to 2 months' worth of average winter rainfall. The SAWS maintained a level 8 orange warning for much of the event, the second highest alert level possible, signifying a high probability of danger to life and property. As the skies begin to clear today, Thursday, May 14th, the focus shifts from rescue to recovery. Insurance surge. Insurers are bracing for a record number of claims related to property and vehicle damage. Civil engineering. City engineers are assessing invisible damage, such as sinkholes that have appeared in Atlantis and road collapses in Belleville. Climate resilience. This storm has reignited a fierce debate in the Cape Town City Council regarding the need for long-term upgrades to drainage systems in historically marginalized and flood-prone areas. The Cape of Storms has lived up to its name once again, leaving behind a scarred landscape and a community in deep need of support. While the sun is finally out, For the 40,000 residents whose homes are still underwater, the real work is only just beginning. Local authorities are urging citizens to donate non-perishable food, warm clothing, and blankets to reputable NGOs like Gift of the Givers or the South African Red Cross, as the cold winter season is only just beginning in the southern hemisphere.